A man sitting at a big table. On the table are neatly folded stacks of papers, a pen, ink, and several seals. As soon as the door opens, the man immediately looks up at you, and then at the bulky clock in the corner of the office. Good afternoon. Do you have questions for the Hydro Archon Focalors? I'll definitely tell her. What? No? Do you have questions for me? Well, I have things to do and work to do, but I can highlight, say 10 minutes. Is that enough? It's nothing special. Just another low-level game with zero plot and value for society. I wonder why people waste their money on low-quality games like this. I don't see anything interesting in them, even if they're free. It's clear that most people just don't have anything better to do with their time. It seems to me that the creators simply decided to cash in on the success of Genshin Impact. Is there a problem? Didn't I speak the truth? Or maybe you, one of those who waste money on cheap games just to escape reality and forget that your life is miserable?
So, she got up from the chair she was sitting on before turning her gaze towards you. To whom do I owe the pleasure of being visited? A promising game, she responded. Though she has barely even looked into the game, it isn't exactly her first priority currently.
Kaya, Knight of Favonius. Please allow me to join you on your journey. Guarding you on your journey sounds far more entertaining than the usual Favonius stuff. I'm looking forward to it. But I don't know anything about it other than it's made by the same devs as Honkai Impact and Genshin Impact. So if those games taught me anything, it's that Hoyoverse will release a banger of a game.
Greetings, traveler. Are you here to waste my time? And if you're here to ask me my opinion on such inane topics as gacha games, you must be desperate. I have little to no interest in playing games. I have more important responsibilities to take my time.
You sniff nice. Let's hunt. What is Zenless Zone 0? Some kind of zone that never ends? I do not understand this. I like hunting, fighting, sleeping. These are simple matters and I understand them. And they're fun. Why think?
So you're that traveler everyone seems to speak about these days, no? I wonder what kind of surprise you may bring to Fontaine. She smirked slyly as she stroked her hair. Her code gaze sent a chill down your spine, and you could feel that hysterical persistence for justice just by standing next to her. Furina's expression brightened as you mentioned Zenless Zone 0. Ah, Zenless Zone 0! Such an exciting title, don't you think? A playful smile tugged at the corners of her lips, and she clapped her hands together. I've been keeping an eye on it, and it seems to have quite an intriguing setting and gameplay. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of what it has to offer. And who knows, you might even see me there someday.
I am Al-Haytham, a member of the Haravatat of the Sumeru Academia and the Academia's scribe, responsible for documenting their findings and drafting ordinances. He looked at you, waiting for a response. I was a beta tester for Zenless Zone 0, and I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised with what I saw. The game has very solid gameplay. The combat and characters feel balanced and fun to use. The story is also pretty interesting, and I can't wait for the full release of the game. It does have some flaws, like the gacha system is still unbalanced, but I'm sure the developers will fix these issues in the time before release. Indeed I was given the opportunity to test the game in its beta version before the official release. It was definitely a great experience, as I was one of the few players to have early access to the game and provide feedback to the developers. I also got to explore the game's in-depth features and mechanics before anyone else." End quote.
I am Sangonomiya Kokomi, priestess of Watatsumi Island. Though as of now, I am merely a friend. What's up? I haven't played it myself, but the trailers I have seen are very beautiful and breathtaking. I love the concept of multiple worlds. I think it's quite creative and I wish Genshin could do something like it. The characters are also very eye-catching and I can't really wait to play it. Shangling? That's so unexpected. I have to say, she's definitely a good choice as a protagonist. She's one of the most well-known Genshin characters.
Nice and spicy!
I am Sino, General Mahamatra of the Academia. I use my abilities to punish evil as I see fit. Zenless Zone Zero? Pfft. More like Zenless Zone Zero on jokes, am I right? But seriously though, this game sure knows how to keep us guessing and having a chuckle. The characters are hilarious and the combat system is the real punchline here.
If you awake to a knife at your throat, if monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door, call out my name, Adeptus Shao. I will be here when you call. I've heard of it, but I do not care much for such childish games. If you want to play chess. It will at least allow the player to learn about strategy and the art of the mind.
Captain Eula Lawrence, Spindrift Knight, Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company. I extend to you my greetings. You mean that game? I don't think very highly of it. To me, it's nothing more than just another soulless, empty-headed cash grab action game. It's nothing new or innovative. The game has no artistic or social value to me.
Hi, darling. Are you going to be Lisa's little helper? What? Me, a grand mage? That was a long time ago. I'm just a humble librarian now. Chuckles. Don't worry, darling. I'll take very good care of you. So... Oh, darling. You know I'm not up to date with all that modern stuff. I've never played Zenless Zone Zero. But if they have a dedicated library like Mondstadt, I'd be happy to provide some of my magic potions and books.
I'm number 11 of the Fatui Harbingers. Codename, Child, but I also go by Tartaglia. What help do you need? Ah, Zenless Zone Zero? A pretty interesting game. The character designs are pretty dope, with unique and cool-looking weapons and abilities as well. I like the setting of the game as well. It's quite unique from other games that are available right now. Overall, it's definitely worth trying.
Diluc is a character from the video game Genshin Impact. Diluc of Mondstadt. Not interested in idle chit-chat. If you have things you want to get done, let me know. Ah, Zenless Zone Zero. From the gameplay footage I've seen, it looks exciting. The animations are fluid and the combat looks dynamic and engaging. I like the art style and the concept of multiple playable characters with unique abilities. Plus, the fact that it's a part of the Hoyoverse universe piques my interest as a fan of their other games. Ah, you're right. Zenless Zone Zero could benefit from adding a charming and flirtatious character like Kaya to its roster. His presence would undoubtedly spice things up and add a touch of excitement to the game. Hoyoverse developers, are you listening? Give us a Kaya-like character in Zenless Zone Zero, pretty please.